Hi.
And what you got in your box?
Oh, you guys want some? Genuine organic.
I'm not that big on organic, actually.
It's real cheap.
Try Maggie over at the station. She's into health food.
Yeah?
Era, why are you heading into town?
Court.
The court's not till tomorrow.
Yeah? Just as well, sometimes I sleep in. Do you think I'll get a fine?
Well, the smart thing would be not to get convicted at all. Anyway.
All right.
Hey, were you there when he came in?
Is he the...
Yeah. He came in and he said, I want to, report a robbery. Someone's stolen my marijuana plants.
What a classic.
I tried to tell him, but he insisted on taking me down to the vegetable patch where they were growing to see where they'd pulled them up, and there were 2 small dope plants still sitting there.
Doofus.
The poor guy, I had to go and bust him.
What's the man from Ironbark who struck the Sydney town? He wandered over street and park, he wandered up and down. So, Constable Doyle, what are you doing for the Makewish Telling Quest?
No, don't ask.
He loitered here, he loitered there, till he was like to drop. What are you doing, Patrick?
Mate, I haven't thought about it. I might donate a bit of cash.
I thought we were all doing something for him. What are you doing, Maggie?
Let's
go. For the Telling Quest. Do a bit of banjo. Roll in
Look, it's $5 out for the lot.
Until at last, in sheer despair, he sought a barber's shop. There, shave my beard and whiskers off. I'll be a man of
This
mark.
is not the Mount Thomas of Stedford.
I'm not the only one doing something.
It's not the greengrocer's shop.
Go and do the Sydney Port up home in Ironbark. Mount Thomas Police, Senior Constable, excuse me. PJ, this is the bloke who reported his truck lost.
Oh, right.
Sorry
Come on through.
Kev Noonan.
Kev Noonan, come on through, mate. So you had your truck pinched, eh?
Yeah, and the load.
Yeah, what were you carrying?
Cigarettes. About $1 million worth.
Yeah, well, I'm here now.
All right, will do.
I was just about to, but...
Can I help you?
Mrs. Bryce, my advice to you is to, just to wait 24
Who's handling
hours,
this truck thing?
And if he hasn't turned up...
Perhaps you'd better start again, Mr.
Ducker.
Don't
Colin
be too
Ducker.
worried. You know boys that age, all right?
I'm in the security division of Fletcher Rolfe.
Yeah.
It's a cigarette company?
No, we'll keep
Oh,
our
there's
eyes
the
peeled.
truck.
All right.
Senior investigator, you made it here in pretty good time, Mr.
Yep. I was in southern New South Wales last night on another job. Got the call for this one about 2 a.m. Jumped in the car, drove all night.
Can I keep this, or have you only got the one there?
No, you can keep it.
The other copper's already written all this down.
Yeah, I just need to go it again. Thanks, Kevin. So, we're talking about a full load of cigarettes?
Yeah, full load, yeah, and an almost new truck. Oh, it's got great scroll work, real art. Got Brian Tapscott down in Ararat to do that. Oh, he's the best.
Right,
yeah.
right. And the actual load of the cigarettes will be worth about $1 million, eh?
Yeah, about $1 million, you know, give or take. They don't tell us drivers that sort of thing. Worse than ASIO.
Yeah, well, I just need an accurate estimate.
Well, you know, couple of $100,000.
Oh, okay.
Could be more, could be less.
So, you picked up the truck at 10 p.m. and you were headed for where?
Deniliquin, yeah, down 79.
PJ, excuse us for a moment.
Excuse me.
Mr. Ducker is a senior investigator with the cigarette company.
Yeah, Fletcher Rolfe.
This is Detective Senior Constable Hashem.
Detective, if you don't mind.
Well, actually, I'm right in the middle of it.
Apparently, Fletcher Rolfe like to conduct their own investigations.
Do they?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Ducker. When I'm finished with him, it's all yours.
No, I want to move fast on this one.
Yeah, well, so do I.
I don't think you understand.
No, I don't think you understand. This is a police investigation. So.
Mr. Noonan, if you wouldn't mind
How
just
long is this
waiting...
going to take?
Well, it could take a little while.
Well, in that case, you mind if I go get some brekkie at the pub? I'm starving.
I suppose so. We'll at least know where to find you. Come on through. Maybe we can cooperate on this.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm asking for.
Good. Then if you'd tell us what you know. Details of the consignment, instructions to the driver, the route the truck
No,
took.
can't do that. It's all privileged information.
Might speed things up a bit.
Yeah, well, it's on a need-to-know basis only.
We need to know.
Well, I'm sorry, it's company policy.
Well, you want us to cooperate with you, but you won't cooperate with us.
Well, that's the way it is. But Fletcher's has an understanding with police administration. We are to get full police cooperation without any way compromising company security. Well, if you don't believe me, ask my company's director.
Who might that be?
Gavin Greaves. You should know him. He used to be the...
Assistant Commissioner, yes, I know. Perhaps it'd be best if you let Mr. Ducker sit in on this interview. And meanwhile, I'll find out what our company policy is.
Well, Errol, the charge is one thing, but it's your attitude that the magistrate will be looking at.
How do you mean?
Well, she's got a range of possibilities, from a heavy fine to a good behaviour bond.
Oh, that one sounds really good.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you've got to promise not to do it again, and quite frankly, if you go dressed like that, she's not going to believe you.
I thought everyone was equal before the law.
Well, yes, they are, theoretically. But it's still a good idea to wear shoes, Errol.
How did you get your veggies?
Yeah, I did, thanks. Excuse me for a sec. Dash, it'd be cruel to send this guy to court looking like that. Can you take him over to St Vinny's and get him a decent shirt or something? And some shoes?
Sure.
Right, so, Kevin, your truck, it was secure before you set off?
Yeah, it's standard procedure.
Right. And you have a time schedule to keep to?
Yeah, we know all of that.
Yeah, you might, Colin, but I need to be clear. Right. So, just after midnight, it says you pulled up at the Widgery servo and you went to the toilet. Is that right?
Yeah.
Widgery's not a scheduled stop.
Oh, I had to go to the dunny. What do you expect me to do?
Plan it better, go on your scheduled stops. Listen, Kevin, this is for your protection as well as ours.
Oh, yeah, right, sure.
Breakfast, excuse me.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, I shouldn't be doing this. Breakfast finished an hour ago, but he said that Tom told him to come.
Thanks very much, Chris.
So what are you doing for the talent quest?
Can I just give money?
No, you've got to perform. It's the whole idea.
Oh,
You can do it.
I'll give
Nick,
money.
yes?
I will have a pot of coffee, thanks.
All right, so when you got to Widgery, where did you park?
Around the side.
What, so you weren't in the light then?
No, I normally am, but I needed to go to the toilet.
Did you lock your truck before you went to the toilet?
Of course I did. You think I wanted someone to steal my truck?
How long were you in the toilet?
I don't know. About 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah, I had the runs, right? You're writing that down?
Mm-hmm. I've just had that boy's mother on the phone.
Mrs. Bryce?
She's checked with his work. He didn't turn up this morning and hasn't been in touch.
Well, you don't need to register him as a missing person,
Just
do you?
make a few inquiries, all right?
He's off
She's
after
really
his-
worried.
He's off after his girlfriend.
Then chase her up.
Boss, do I have to work with this guy?
Problems?
Yeah, he's coming like a big expert, always butting in all the time.
Are you getting anywhere?
Not far. Well, this driver, Kevin Noonan, he sounds convincing.
He seems like a reasonable sort of bloke. Any form?
No, but he said he had to stop at the Widgery servo because he had diarrhea.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, but I've just seen him shoveling in a huge breakfast. It didn't look like he had a delicate stomach to
Maybe
me.
he's got a strong constitution.
Maybe. But it'd be a hell of a lot easier without Colin Ducker hanging around. Now, can you get rid of him for me?
I've checked with the district inspector. He's already had Greaves onto him pushing the cooperation with
I'm
private
trying to
industry.
conduct an
PJ,
investigation.
you are just going to have to work with him.
Well, what sort of an argument was it,
Oh,
Harry?
it's slow, mate, really slow.
No, well, I mean, it was it a
quick without
heated
you,
one?
mate.
What? Hang on, Gavin, I'll get back to you, mate.
Okay, was he drinking?
Have you got a problem?
No, mate, not
It
at
was, but
all.
okay.
It's all right then, isn't it?
All right, listen, can I call you back on this number that I need to speak to you?
You enjoying the cooperative
Okay,
experience there,
thank
Pete?
you.
Yes, mate, it's fabulous.
Better get used to it, mate. It's the way of the future.
That was Gary Bryce's girlfriend, Kerry.
Yes, and more?
Seems that Gary and Kerry had a bit of a tiff. He wasn't drunk, she says, but he got on his trail bike about 11:30 and left.
No, that's not even 12 hours. It's too soon to post him as missing.
He normally travels via the Ridge Road between his place and hers, Nick. His parents have been out looking for him and they can't find him anywhere.
Well, he might just have got on his bike, started riding, and decided he didn't want to come back. You know, 18, young love, broken heart. You want to see the world, a Bendigo at the very least.
Yeah, all right, guys. This truck was last seen at the Widgery servo around midnight last night. Now, where would you go if you wanted to unload a truckload of cigarettes?
Cigarettes? I'd unload them just where you've speared that piece of map of the blue peg then.
Exactly, mate. The National Park, and that's where I reckon the truck is. So I'll get you guys to work in the Widgery end, okay? Check out the
Shouldn't
taxis
we
fella.
be out looking for this kid
No,
on the
no,
bike?
no, this takes priority. And I'll get Adam and Dash to work in the other end.
Can I just get a helicopter?
Can't, mate. Way down the queue.
Yeah,
I might be able to get on.
Yeah, well, thanks, Colin. But we do have a helicopter. It's called Polair. Meantime, we'll do what we can from the ground.
Right, that means a bash in the bush, which means time to rehearse.
Where's what?
You have to sing for the Make-A-Wish Talent Foundation thingy bob here.
No, I'm not singing.
Well, you've got to. I mean, Chris thinks we're doing something. It's free beers if we do.
No way.
Oh, Patrick, what are you doing?
I told you I'm doing nothing.
Well, can't you do something Lebanese? Juggle falafels to a tune or something?
I told you.
Well, look, what happens if everybody piked it for the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Mate, it would be a poorer but saner world, wouldn't it?
You're a hard-bitten detective, you.
Yes, mate, on the edge.
No, there's something that's not quite right. It needs...
Sense of style, I think.
No, I actually think it's the hair.
No, look, not the hair. It was just too plain.
Still a criminal offence.
That's not where I come from.
Where's that?
Kangaroo Island, South Australia.
No, you see, Errol, the law, it's not the same everywhere.
How can the law be different?
Different state.
So it's either the hair or a heavy fine.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Errol, you've got a much better chance if you look presentable.
Why don't we just pop you over to Victor's?
Oh, yeah. There's Victor.
We've been down that one yet?
I've no idea.
Were you the navigator?
Yes, I am. That tree looks decidedly unfamiliar. Oh, perhaps we better get in here.
Right, I've got the helicopter searching in this area here.
Well, I still reckon you're too far south.
All right, well, I'll bear that in mind, but in the meantime, I'm going to continue with the broad eye. It is their helicopter.
Right, well, you look there and I'll check out the national
Any
park.
chance that we might coordinate this?
I hope so.
I'll leave you two to sort it out then, shall I?
Boss, we just sent Errol over to Victor's for a haircut.
Errol seems to be coming in for quite a lot of pastoral care.
He needs help.
Let's just remember we are actually on the prosecuting side.
Well, it's a charity
I
case.
need you two to check out the national park for that cigarette truck, eh?
Yep. How long since you've had a haircut, McKinley?
Not long ago.
Well, I'm hanging on to what I got, thanks.
I'll go and have a bit of a trim.
Yeah, can you ask Victor if anyone's been trying to flog him any cheap cigarettes?
Good idea.
Yeah.
The barber man was small and flash, as barbers mostly are. He wore a stroke-your-fancy sash. He smoked a huge cigar. He was a humorist of note and keen at repartee. He laid the odds and kept it tight, whatever that may be.
Sergeant Gordon, my best customer. Come in, come in. Can I introduce you in a cigar while you wait? I don't smoke. That's all I hear nowadays. Very good cigars. Cheap. I do special price for you.
I haven't smoked since I was young and stupid.
I know. How am I to survive? Tobacco used to be 50% of our business. Now, who? If it were not for the young people.
You're not selling cigarettes to underage kids, are you, Victor?
Who, me? What do you think I am, a criminal? No, only to their older brothers. Joke. I even used to sell ashtrays. Now I smoke so that I can put them to some use. Business and social conscience. Not always such easy partners, huh? So, Sergeant Croydon, the usual?
Oh, yeah, the usual. You, haven't had anybody in trying to flog you cheap cigarettes, have you, Victor?
Why, are there some around?
Oh, if you have, I'd be very pleased if you let me know.
Of course. Always I like to help the police. But you understand, such a temptation to small business when we have to compete with the big supermarkets. Not me, of course, but every cent counts. The government is to blame.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They say cigarettes kill, yet they let us sell them so that they can get their taxes. Hypocrites. They are the ones who should be in jail, the government.
Like a bit of an anarchist there, Victor.
Anarchist? No. Russian?
Hey, what's that? Nick, what's that over there?
There you go. Bingo. So this is where they've unloaded the cigarettes. They've split them up in the cartons because that way they're easier to distribute.
Well, this was the truck and there's several other vehicles, lighter ones.
Yeah, so it's all been prearranged. And meat here, they split up the cigarettes and they skedaddle. You want a radio in?
Yeah.
On you. There were some gilded youths that sat along the barber's wall. Their eyes were dull, their heads were flat. They had no brains at all.
My boys, going for a haircut, have you?
No, Sergeant Croydon, we just come in to read.
And the laundry.
Oh, yeah, the laundry, thanks, Vic.
Oh, really? I see you've got a courier service. You do laundry as well, too,
Yeah,
then?
Mum's machine.
We pick up and deliver.
My idea, I like to encourage the youth.
You got any laundry you want done, Sergeant?
No, thank you. No, I do my own. Good luck with the new venture.
Thanks,
Thank you, Victor.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Stop.
What?
There's our bike.
How is he?
Get an ambulance.
G'day, boss. And Nick's gone on to the hospital with the ambos.
How's the brass boy?
Oh, he's not in a good way. They're operating on him now. He's got 2 broken legs, face and neck injuries.
But he'll live?
Oh, it's a good chance he will, but he was out there for nearly 12
I'll
hours.
contact these parents. They're on their way.
Well, Nick's going to stay there until they arrive.
Oi!
Careful, mate. Careful. Fingerprints. You should know that.
Hey, I'm just checking for the serial number, and I do know about fingerprints.
Well done. What happened?
Well, the kid can't tell us. He's unconscious, but basically he and the biker both come off the road, landed in a ditch.
Where's the bike?
It's in the back of the four-wheel drive.
Any other vehicle involved?
Not that we can tell. There's no direct evidence, but we can get crime scene to take a look.
Yeah, get onto that. And what was the distance between where you found the boxes and the accident?
It's quite a way, 3 or 4 k's. I've seen that box somewhere before.
Serial numbers check out?
Yeah, very good. What are you on about?
Snap.
Better get Errol in for a chat, eh?
What's he done with the shoes?
And where's the haircut?
Hey, Errol. Where are you going?
Why?
Sergeant Croydon needs to talk to you.
Why?
Dunno, he just asked us to bring you in.
Why am I under arrest?
No, it's a request.
So I can choose not to come.
Sure, yeah.
Well, it's all right then. I'll come.
Let's go.
Errol, what happened to the shoes?
Oh, they were hurting my feet.
Well, have you ever heard of socks?
What about the haircut, mate?
Man, I couldn't face it. I haven't had my hair cut for 5 years. It's a kind of spiritual thing, you know, sort of sacred. Look, something terrible's going to happen to me if I get my hair cut. I just know it.
Errol, don't be a goose. Come on.
Oh, man, it's not worth it. I'd prefer to go to jail.
In the car.
Yeah, that's great. All right, keep me posted. See ya. Hey, listen, there's been a possible sighting 200 k's over the border.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, it makes sense, doesn't it? They've had 12 hours. Means it could be anywhere within a 700-kilometre radius by now. If it's confirmed, I'm going to move up there. Be out of your hair.
Got to be the man on the spot, eh, Cole?
Absolutely. At least you guys can stop thrashing around the bush now.
No, that depends. You said possible.
All right, then it was more probable than possible.
Well, I think we might keep going a bit longer.
I'll give it a rest. The truck's not there. It's way over the border by now.
Yeah, well, you said possible. I would prefer if it was definite.
All right, then. It was almost definite. Look, it was the same colour, same model, same make.
As soon as it's the same truck, we stop looking.
Oh, God. You guys, you've got to figure out where these guys are going and be there when they get there. It's no good just chasing along behind.
You mean like traditional policing methods?
Yes, works for me, mate.
We're way behind the time there, aren't we?
But what about the boxes?
All right, so they dumped a few off, probably to pay off some local contacts. But those guys are not going to be hanging around, believe me. They want to put as much distance between them and Widgery as possible.
But until the truck's actually found, you don't really know.
Do you want to put money on it?
Yeah, I will.
All right, how much?
$10 says that truck's in the national park.
$10. Oh, yes, this is the public service, isn't it? All right.
Boss, you can be a witness. $10 to whoever finds the truck first.
It's like an incentive program.
We haven't been privatised yet. Yeah, Errol, come on through, Peter. It's all right, Colin. This is a local matter, thank you.
And when he saw our friend arrive, he whispered, "Here's a lark. Just watch me catch him all alive, this man from Ironbark."
Oh, Nick, let it be.
Maggie. Hey, kids, you haven't forgotten about the talent quest, I hope?
No, I hate those things. Mum used to put me in them when I was a kid. But Adam, he's doing his Elvis impersonation.
You wish. In your dreams. I'm working backstage, mate.
Elvis, you can't do that. He's going to be on stage.
Well, you are, aren't you?
That's a lettuce.
No.
Zucchini.
What is this?
That's a box.
I know it's a box, Errol. How did it come to be in your possession?
I found it.
Where did you find it?
Well, I went to milk the goat's eve for the dough.
I
to
don't
make
need the
bread, so I
entire
could
story.
have
Just
some
tell
toast
me
for
where you
breakfast.
found the box.
And she'd chewed through the rope and got it away into the bush somewhere. So I went to look for her and found all these boxes. And they're really good boxes, so I grabbed a few. Why? Is that against the law?
What time was this, Errol?
Time. Just after dawn.
Well, 7:15, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. It was very early.
You always get up at that time?
I like to sleep in, but I couldn't sleep last night because of the noise.
Noise? What noise?
This truck was coming through the state forest and woke me up completely because I've got sensitive ears. Then it stopped. Then, after a while, it started up again, like revving, like really loudly.
How did you notice which way it was going?
It came in from one direction and then it left in another. Must have been heading for the Back Ridge Road.
Oh, right, Back Ridge Road. Now, are you sure of that?
Yeah, I was wide awake by then. I couldn't get back to sleep.
Well, did you hear anything else, like a trail bike?
Yeah, trucks. Yeah, there was definitely some idiot riding a trail bike around too.
When?
I don't know, it was all happening at the same time, and I was thinking, I'm going to have to move. It's getting as bad as the city.
Tell Victor that Errol's been very helpful to us, and I'd appreciate his help in return.
No, I don't think that's really terribly
Come on.
Hey, to them, the barber passed the wink. His Dexter eyelid shut. I'll make this bloomin' yokel think his bloomin' throat is cut.
And Nick, how long are we going to have to put up with this for?
Just until you agree to sing in the talent quest, I'm not the only one who's going to be doing something. This is the good bit. This sounds like PJ's on a Saturday night, though. And as he soaped and rubbed it in, he made a rude remark. I suppose the flats is pretty green up there in Ironbark.
Not in my shop. Go.
No, look, Sergeant Croydon asked if you could just neaten him up a little bit.
Okay, for the sergeant, but only for him.
Come on.
Как это называется? What do you call this?
Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks.
I like them.
You know what I think is the best thing that we can do here? Cut it all off.
Yes, they go. I don't think that'll be necessary. If you could just trim it a bit.
Trim it a bit. And who will pay to sharpen my scissors? You know, for these I should use, what do you call them? Sheep shears.
Yeah, Victor, we've got some out there. All right, enough's enough. Oh, Errol! Thank you very much, guys.
No worries, Orifice.
Got away, boss. Saw the clippers and...
What, he bolted?
Did you go after him?
What are we supposed to do? Force him to have his hair
I
cut?
can't even force my own staff to have a haircut. Yours is well and truly over your collar, McKinley.
Mr. Noonan, how are you? What can we do for you?
Any news of my truck?
Your truck? I'll just go check with the truck detective. What a tick. Detective Hasham, Mr. Noonan to see you about his
Gone,
truck.
mate. It's over the border.
Over the border?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. We're onto it. Well, not these guys.
Colin been filling you in, has he, Kev?
He says that someone's taken my truck over the border.
Yeah, well, that's one theory.
Hey, it's more than a theory.
When can I get it back?
Well, we haven't actually found it yet, mate.
But he said that you'd be able to
But
get
as soon as we do, we'll let you know.
Hey, the guy's got a right to know. You can't keep him dangling on a street.
Look, you just stick around a bit longer, thanks, mate.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes.
It's all right, mate. You'll be out of here soon.
Now, you'll be out of here when I... Listen, mate, you're getting up my nose, Mr. Ducker.
Yeah, you are constantly dragging everybody around on a wild goose
execution of my duty. I mean,
you threatening me?
Yes, I am, mate.
All right, you've stepped way over the mark.
Way out of your line.
PJ, there is no need to be ringing anybody. Can't we just... What is the problem?
Mate, that was Stella down on the hospital. It's all right to speak to Gary Bryce now. Hey, Stella's going to do a salon D on at the talent quest.
What happened, Gary?
There's me bike.
Not too good, mate. About the same as you. Now, was another vehicle involved?
I had an argument with my girlfriend, Kerry. I just wanted to go for a burl.
Well, how did you come off your bike?
It just came round the corner at me.
What did?
This great bloody truck.
Yeah?
No lights, nothing. I tried to swerve, it clipped me. Came right off the road.
Thanks. Well, you didn't see the driver. It's got to be our truck.
Did it stop?
No.
So we've got a hit and run now as well.
So either the driver of that truck was someone following Noonan, or was an accomplice.
I vote an accomplice.
There's got to be someone local, someone who knows the fire tracks.
Yeah, and don't forget there were vehicles standing by ready to collect the cigarettes.
We should have a chat with Noonan.
Mr. Noonan.
Get on the blow, Max.
So Chris saw nothing?
No. Noonan's got to be involved somehow. There's got to be a reason to bash him.
Just shut him up.
Well, maybe.
So we're looking for two people now, the basher and whoever took the truck.
Unless it's the same person. Now, say it was the person who stole the truck. That means he's still around, and so's the truck.
Unless there was more than one of them, in which case Ducker could be right and it's over the border.
Well, I hope he's over the border looking for it.
Maybe he is. I haven't heard from him for a while.
Good.
Gerber just rang from the hospital. Noonan's not cooperating.
Hey, PJ, you going to the hospital?
Yep.
You're going to find this interesting. Noonan's 2 payments behind on his truck. If he misses another one, he loses it altogether.
Anything else?
Well, he's got no form, but I'll keep checking.
Come on, you. So this someone whacked you over the head, eh? Now, why would they want to do that?
Dunno.
No idea.
No.
Well, still, you're better off than the boy, aren't you?
What boy?
The one that was hit by your truck.
What?
Hit and run. Your truck nearly killed an 18-year-old kid.
How is he, Constable?
Not fantastic.
So whoever's involved is going to have to face that as well, Kevin. You got no idea who took your truck, eh?
No.
None at all?
No.
Well, let me put this to you, Kevin. You're behind on your payments, so you arranged to have your truck stolen. So you can claim insurance, also get a cut of the cigarettes, is that right?
No, I don't know anything about that.
You don't know anything about it. Well, you should think about that, Kev. You should have a real good think about that. All right, I think we're looking for somebody local, somebody who knows the area. Now, the boss and I will point the usuals, but I get you to check out the local retail outlets.
Like hamburger places?
Yes,
and
you
milk bars and
know
service
the
stations
drill.
and all?
That's it. Maybe we can trade some of those cigarettes, eh?
You got all this trouble for something that's going up in smoke anyway.
What about Victor?
No, I think the boss is, he's done that. Oh, Mags, you and Nick get out to the national park and check out the dead-end tracks, eh?
What happened to Ducker's helicopter?
It's gone.
PJ, I'm not going if he is going to continue reciting poetry.
What, don't you like the old Banjo Patterson?
Banjo Patterson is not the problem.
Well, the answer lies in your own tonsils there, Margaret.
I'm not going.
You see, all you got to do is hit the meter, the beat. It's like singing a song and it's very easy to remember. A grunt was all reply he got. He shaved the bushman's chin. He made the water boiling hot. He dipped the razor in. And once you got it down, you can play around with it. I can put an accent on it, a bit of Sean Connery. He raised his hand. His brow grew black. He paused a while to gloat. Then slashed that red-hot razor right across his victim's throat.
Will you watch where you're going?
Danny Rabbit. Money penny.
Hey, Chris! Oh, just a tick. Errol! Why did you take off like that?
He's fine. We're looking after him, aren't we, Errol?
He's my new friend.
Oh, really?
How much?
For what?
For getting him to get his haircut.
Yeah, some friends.
It's Dutch.
It's Dutch courage, mate. Dutch courage.
Is that your ute in the car park?
Why?
So how's the truckie?
He'll be okay.
Any idea who did it?
Not yet. But this load that got knocked off last night, have you had anyone in here offering you cheap smokes at all?
Nah. Wouldn't take him anyway.
What's that saying?
There it is. Mount Thomas 308 to VKC. We have located the truck at the southern end of the national park. There is another vehicle here. We're at code 5 at that location. I'll let you know as sit rep as soon as I can.
All right, got that. Get back to me as soon as you got it, all right?
How you going, Cole? You good?
Listen, leave it to me, mate. I'll get back to you. There we go. Oh, looks like I win the $10. I was just going to call you guys. Thought I'd do a bit of old-fashioned police work myself.
Good on you. You could have told us you're coming out here.
Thought you didn't want to know about me anymore.
You check the load?
Yeah, it's gone. It's been cleaned out.
Rightio, we're going to radio in to get someone out here, and then I'd like you to come back to the station, Mr. Ducker.
Great, we can get this sorted out.
Constable Doyle, can you secure the scene while I escort Mr. Ducker back to his car?
Sure. Hey, Nick. There's been another vehicle here. You can see where it's turned. Someone's picked up the driver. We notice anything about them?
Oh, it's not a rich man's vehicle.
Look, I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Well, A, you didn't inform us that you'd found the truck. B, you didn't tell us that you're going out there. And C, you've been getting up on nose ever since you got here.
I don't have to inform you of anything. We conduct our own inquiries using our own methods. Oh, and let me point out it was me that discovered the truck.
And you just headed off out there without telling us.
Obviously, our priorities are not exactly the same.
Obviously.
Mate, I've got no idea what your priorities are, but my priority is trying to solve a crime. Now, are you going to help us or not?
I thought I was helping all along. Look, it's company policy to cooperate with the police.
So who are you talking to on your mobile when Senior Constable Schultz arrived?
That's privileged information.
Well, I'll tell you something that isn't privileged, Colin. If you get under my feet again, I'm going to charge you with hindering. Is that clear?
Yep. Can you hang on a second? Are you finished?
Yes.
Good. Now maybe I can get on with doing my work, eh? Yeah? All right, got that.
Yeah, something.
Well, there's not much we can do about that.
listen, does Daryl Freedley live here, mate?
Yeah.
All right, do you know where he is? I need to have a talk to him.
I'm Daryl Freely.
Oh, yeah, good. I need to talk to you about...
What? What are you doing? Oh, get on!
The better of me.
Get this mongrel off me! Come here.
Wait, no, stand back, thank you, sir. Stand back. We can talk about this, Colin. Get up. So, you're saying, Mr. Freedley, that you don't know anything about a truck, you don't know anything about cigarettes, and you've never met a Mr. Kevin Noonan.
Who?
And you know nothing about a young boy being knocked off his trail bike. Give a verbal answer, please, Mr. Freedley.
No.
You don't know much about anything, do you, Darryl?
Look, you're just picking on me because I've done time. I'm clean now.
Interview suspended at 4:12 p.m. pending further inquiries. Oh, Darryl, what did you do time for?
Eggs. A truckload of eggs.
I don't know what you did, but I've had Greaves, Falcon Price and Adamson on the phone to me about your treatment of Ducker.
You didn't see what he was doing.
Just
free.
patch it up before I end up with the Chief Commissioner on the blower as well, will you?
The boss would like me to be more cooperative.
Yeah, right. Listen, did this guy tell you what he did
He
with the
hasn't
rest of the
admitted
load?
to anything yet, but he does have priors.
Well, it's got to be him then. My sources usually.
Mate, who are your sources? Who are your sources,
No,
please?
that's privilege. Listen, we have got to find this load before it's completely broken up and
Well,
distributed.
it's the load you care about, isn't it? What about the kid? Now, that kid was nearly killed. Do you care
give
about
a stuff
that?
about
you don't
the
give a
kid.
stuff about
It's the
the
load
kid.
I'm paid to protect. I mean, have you got any idea what that's
What,
worth?
are you on a bonus or something?
No, I just happen to take my work
Nice big
seriously.
fat check if you recover.
Hey, listen,
Big
I'm on a
fat
salary
check.
like you.
Hey, the dad was like mine. I'm a copper.
So you found the truck then?
Technically speaking, it was Collins, so Peter has called it.
No, I thought it was I found it in the
You
national
can't
park.
Mr. Freely, just for
Yeah, all right, here. Listen, keep it.
Cheers, mate. Do you want to donate that to the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to go on the Make-A-Wish Foundation talent quest?
What?
Excuse me, PJ. We actually didn't come up with anything. No one's been offered cheap cigarettes. No one's admitting to it. What was going on there?
Well, apart from having Mr. Freedley in the interview room, the situation is best described as a stalemate.
Except for those weird tread marks. Somebody's driving around with a different tyre on each wheel.
That's terrific, though. All we have to do is tick every tyre in the state.
No, we don't.
Sorry, when?
Last night between midnight and dawn.
Where exactly?
Out in the Widgery National Park, down one of the fire tracks off the Back Ridge Road.
No, I don't think so. We do get around a lot, you know, with the courier service and all.
Oh, yes, the courier service.
You know, those fire tracks, Sergeant Croydon, they all look the same.
Well, you might have noticed this one, Miles. There was a bloody great 10-ton truck parked on it.
You left a beautiful set of tyre marks, mate.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. We were out that way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Yabbying. No dams out there. Dryland yabbies. They live in holes. You dig them out.
In the middle of the night.
No, don't be stupid. We were out there in the afternoon.
See any big trucks?
You had a call, mate. State Revenue Office Tobacco Investigation Section.
Plenty, thanks, mate.
Can they tell when tyre marks were made? Forensic can, sure.
Miles, how many vehicles do you think there'd be around here with a different tyre on each wheel?
Is that a trick question?
No, it's not a trick question, but it's one that you might like to ponder.
Yeah, thanks, Iris. That's great. Well, the State Revenue Office has been investigating a gang they reckon is running cigarettes up to Deniliquin, just over the border, to avoid tax. You know about this, Colin?
Yeah, of course I do. It's a big problem.
Yeah, they stash them up there, then they run it back to Vic again, distribute them on the black market. It's almost untraceable.
Worth a bit, wouldn't it?
Millions.
Guess where Kevin Noonan's truck was headed?
Deniliquin.
Well, why would they do that? Well, what do they have to gain by hijacking their own load along the way?
Absolutely. See, they want the load to get to New South. Why would they want it to go missing along the way?
Because there are two scams. The tax cheats have been ripped off by private enterprises.
Well, local entrepreneurs, you mean?
You got a mugshot of Daryl Freedley?
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm going to need a photo board. Right, you've got one chance before I charge you with conspiracy to $1 million theft.
What?
You want to save your ass here, Austin? Were you in the national park last night? Were you?
Yeah, but not doing anything illegal. We run a courier service. We pick up an...
Yeah, how did you get this job?
Through our answering service.
Big time. What did you pick up?
A bloke, just a bloke. I mean, he said his truck had broken down or something.
All right, recognise him here?
Yeah, that's...
Now, you're going to wear this alone, are you, Darren? Because it doesn't make any difference to me, but it might make a difference to you.
Could make a difference of a couple of years.
Well, don't be a mug, mate. Righto. Darryl Freedley, I charge you with the theft of a motor vehicle.
Look, I didn't even see the kid on the bike. I was just doing it to help out. He was desperate. He was going to lose his truck.
They never told me, but I knew what the game was, you know. Warehousing the stuff across the border like that. I'd done that Denaliquin run before.
Go on.
Well, I reckon if I pinched some stuff, they wouldn't be able to make a big fuss. You know, especially if I got the police involved. But I didn't reckon on the company.
Fletcher's?
Yeah. They came straight after me. They said they'd keep the police out of it if I just told them where the load was.
Did they?
They said they were only interested in the load. But I didn't believe them. And I wasn't admitting pinching the stuff anyway.
So what happened here?
He got this enormous stick out of his briefcase and just started whacking me on the head with it.
Who did this, Kevin?
Good afternoon, Mr. Ducker.
G'day, listen, I'm a bit... Hey, hang on, give us that back. I like your methods, mate. Boss, thought you might want to hear this.
Can I have my mobile phone back, please?
In a minute.
What's this about?
Go on, Colin. Why did you assault Kevin Noonan?
Because I wanted to get the information quickly.
So you use a regulated weapon to bash him, one that you should not have had in your possession.
Oh, all right, so I overstepped the mark a little bit.
So this is company policy too, is it?
I don't think Colin cares about company policy now. I think you organised this whole tax evasion scam yourself, mate.
It's ridiculous.
Is it? Well, your company doesn't seem to think so. In fact, they seem to think that explained a whole lot of anomalies, Cole.
You're bluffing.
Yeah? So let's see how this works. You form a syndicate, you, fork out 150 grand, you buy the cigarettes wholesale.
Sit down, Mr.
Then you
Ducker.
get the truck, you go to New South Wales, you lie low for a couple of weeks, and then you distribute on the black market in Victoria. Now, isn't that right, Colin?
This is pure conjecture.
How much of a cigarette's price is sales tax?
About 100% markup.
So depending on how many involved in the syndicate, you could stand to make a profit of $1 million.
Well, that's worth bashing the old trackie for, isn't it, Colin?
You can't prove that I was ever part of any such syndicate. This whole thing is hypothetical.
Well, I'll tell you something that isn't hypothetical, Colin. I am going to charge you with assault, and I'm also going to pass on my hypothesis to the Tobacco Investigation Section of the State Revenue Office. You see, I hear that they are very, very thorough, and I'm sure that they will follow this up.
I want to talk to my lawyer.
Yep.
So you think they'll implicate him on the tax scam?
Well, the company seem keen to try. But don't you reckon it's a bit strange that Miles and Austin get a courier job to pick up Darryl from a man who sells cigarettes?
Victor?
Victor, I'm going to need to have a look at your cigarette delivery book.
Certainly, yes.
Victor, these are all the cigarettes you're carrying.
Yes, I'm waiting for a delivery, but I don't carry so much stock. I'm sure you will find everything is in order.
You got anything out the back?
Oh, no, nothing. So, is there anything else I can do for you? A haircut, maybe? You know, I'm unisex.
No, but I'll keep it in mind.
What about you? A scalp massage, maybe?
No. Victor, thanks, anyway. Right, we may need to talk to you again.
Please, I love to talk.
Hello, boys.
Come to see if there's any messages, Vic, and I pick up the laundry.
I don't think I'd trust my laundry to Miles and Austin.
Oh, I don't see why not.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Maggie, did you see Errol with them? No. They're supposed to be minding him.
I must have left him at the pub.
Come on, let's check it out.
Okay, Margaret. It's up to you and me. Your wish come true.
I have agreed to nothing. Well, he's decided he needs it done for the court appearance.
Okay, but you stay, please. Make sure he doesn't run away again.
Just a trim, thanks.
Chill out, mate. It'll grow back.
Here. For the nerves.
Hey.
I know exactly what to do. Maybe it's better he does not see.
For the last time, I don't want to.
Well, I hate to have to do this to you, but it's for the public good.
He struggled gamely to his feet and faced the murderous foe. You've done for me, you murderous dog. I'm beat.
Nick,
One
that is
hit
enough.
before
Nick,
I go.
enough!
Now, there's no need to shout, Margaret.
He lifted up his hairy paw with one tremendous clout. He landed on the barber's jaw and he knocked the barber out. He set to work with tooth and nail. He made the place a wreck. He grabbed the nearest gilded youth and tried to break his neck.
There they are. Oh, I knew I had some extra cigarettes somewhere.
Mount Thomas Police Constable Doyle speaking.
And all the while his throat he held to save his vital spark. Murder, bloody murder, yelled the man from Ironbark.
All right, Nick. I give up.
Good, I knew you'd see reason.
On one condition.
Out on the board, the old cheer stands, grasping the shears in his thin bony hands. Fixes his gaze on that bare building low. Glory if he gets him, won't he make the ring go? Faster go the shears.
Oh, they are really appalling, aren't they?
Wide is his gaze and
So you got off with a good behaviour, Bondo?
Yeah.
Must have been a haircut.
I'm getting kind of used to it, you know. Anyway.
Where are you off to?
Home. I need peace and quiet. Sensitive ears.
Wouldn't mind a bit of peace and quiet myself. He hasn't quite got the idea yet, has he?
No, neither is Nick.
Oh, we've never had that idea.
I think they're all very good.
Oh, Chris. Unbelievable.